There were a lot of familiar faces out at our Home for Good site today as our WSLS 10 team worked to build the front porch of this year's home and also do some work in the backyard.
This project, in partnership with Habitat for Humanity in the Roanoke Valley, is now in its 8th year, but it wouldn't be possible without a lot of volunteers. That is the sound of teamwork, community, and just good-natured fun as the WSLS crew made progress on this year's Home for Good.
I've done something different on every single Habitat build that we've done at WSLS, and that's what makes it fun.
A project that has to have lots of helping hands to make it work.
The way that Habitat builds those houses affordably is by using volunteer labor whenever possible. Habitat houses are typically built, 70% are built by volunteers.
All that volunteer labor lowers the cost of building each home, and that translates into affordable mortgage payments for Habitat home buyers.
Before COVID, we were averaging about 3,500 volunteer hours per house. So that's a lot of hours if you had to hire contractors for all of that. So for us, the volunteers are crucial in keeping our housing costs low.
Once you nail everything together and everything's sitting, it looks perfectly straight.
It's not just Habitat that benefits from partnering with volunteers. Our WSLS team will tell you volunteers benefit just as much.
The process of seeing it come together once we start nailing things, it's like a rewarding experience.
Flush right there, right?
And then I would do a screw here.
We were excited to spend the day working for you, the community, and the Ali family, this year's home buyer, to make sure more families have a place to call home.
It's important that we are actually part of it, doing the work, doing the hard work, working hard, and actually not only verbalizing what we do for the community, but actually physically sweating and doing it.
We are also excited to share that our Home for Good initiative took home a regional Emmy Award this past weekend in the category of Outstanding Community Service. The award recognizes excellence in programming and drawing attention to and support for a worthy community cause. So it's always great to be out at our Home for Good site. This year we're out in southeast Roanoke, so yeah, we got to put together a front porch. You were working on the back deck.
Actually, by the time I left, the back deck was essentially in place.
So let me get this straight.
Right,
did Habitat let you use power tools?
They did.
Right? They did.
You came back with all 10 fingers?
Everything's
He
good.
didn't lose any
Everything's
digits.
Good. No digits. I'm like, you're going to let me use this? Really? But before we go, I have to point out we won this Emmy Award, but Brittany won the Emmy
Yes.
Award. It was for her work and for her coverage of last year's Habitat project. And you were out there this morning at 8 o'clock?
Yes.
Yes. So you need to know that not only is she pounding nails and then she steps behind the camera and gets all glammed up and does the interview, and so she does the story and she does the work. And we want to make sure that doesn't go unnoticed.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's always an honor to be able to share the community stories and share the good work that Habitat is doing.